gone live. Hopefully. Hopefully that's working alright. So this is the first time streaming on the PS5, so this is also a bit of a test run. And we're going to start a Permadeath playthrough of Watch Dogs Legion on the hardest difficulty, and we're also going to try doing it non-lethal at the same time. Considering how easy or difficult the run is, I may add more or less rules as we play, because I want this to be a challenge. The non-lethal rule is more of a guideline than an actual rule. If we end up hitting someone with a car, we'll, look the other way. But we're going to try and do it with, again, the least amount of kills. So we're going to be relying on shock weapons and such. So let's just get a new game started. I've already played through this. I know what to expect. So hopefully I'm actually any good. Yes. Okay. Hardest difficulty, Permadeath. Another rule that I'm going to be doing on this is that I won't be recruiting any extra operatives until we reach the point where Permadeath is actually active, because it feels a bit cheating otherwise. Alright, let's start the game. Yes. Ah! I'll bang my hand. It is a bit early, but I'm not doing anything else.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Alright. I'm also going to point out that all stealth takedowns are going to just be non-lethal. There are certain characters, such as the Hitman, where it looks like they snap their neck, but we're just going to pretend that they're napping. Okay, because if I count some takedowns as non-lethal and some as lethal, it's just going to get confusing.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
That's a redundant sentence.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
What? Can I even access? No, I can't even access like my skills right now. I don't know what I've got for this bit. This bit's like tutorial. This is easy on the hardest of play. I say as I blow and get spotted. I think there's 3 people in here. I've not played this on the hardest difficulty, so I don't know if they increase like number of people or whatever. And this should be the 3rd. Okay, that I heard a snap there. That sounds like it should be dead, right? But I mean, we're just going to pretend that we never heard the snap.
Encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in this system. They've got loads of DedSec gear down here. Now, why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Also, the game's going to be a little bit on the quiet side
Who are
because
these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
for the purpose of the stream and such, I've turned music off for copyright.
The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Right,
Stage
I think
DedSec propaganda
that's
all
all
around
of
the
them in
walls.
here.
These pricks are going to blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
I need to be careful as well. Some of these traps are non-lethal. Some of them are a bit more lethal. This way. This is just tutorial. It's super easy.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
Right. What in here is that all? Okay, that's all non-lethal, right? Non-lethal, non-lethal. Good. Okay.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake. Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Now this is where the game actually gets tricky because I don't have a choice of weapons in the start, but I just need to use what I've got.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Alright.
He's here. I know it. Quadrant clear.
Let's try and attract them to this trap.
Eyes peeled. There.
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both.
Okay, can't use them. Can use that. That's non-lethal.
Impressed
Cool.
and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
That did not
Must
kill.
be nearby. Christ! Balls! Got someone down! Come on!
It's a good job they're just trapped. They're just trapped there. They seem to be just walking into each other. I might have got a bit lucky there.
Got a casualty here! Here! I know it!
Oh my god, this is the slowest fuse ever. I wonder if more will come until like these two are down or what.
Keep looking! He's got to be here somewhere!
Saw him in that trap.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes
Here
of decoy
comes
code
more.
looking for the detonation sequence.
Let's get over there. Okay, there. Yeah, they know exactly where. This is.
Checking the last line position.
We can do this easy.
Wait, it's easy.
Just gotta make sure they don't flank me. Are there any other traps? Yeah, get out. There we go. Okay. Okay, I need. Fine.
I got him!
Get down, get down. Take a minute, take a minute. Stay in cover! Right, easy. We should be fine. Okay, I lost health quickly there. What are we gonna do? Okay, I didn't mean to disrupt you, but whatever. That was not what I planned on doing.
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
Right. Whew.
What's wrong?
Couple of close calls there.
Slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Normally, I would have like a stun gun or a few different stun guns. But I don't have a choice with this character.
Bombs defused.
It's not even over.
See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Now we have to go down a corridor
bastard.
with a lot more of them.
Bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine?
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
This game is a lot more dramatic than the second one. Alright. I can't do
What's
anything
going
else
on?
here.
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck.
Oh, that's a bad spot.
Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, this goes.
It won't.
Okay.
I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Oh, that was a good one. Alright, let's move up.
Suspect is near.
Nice.
Make it stop! Make it stop!
That went a lot easier than I was expecting, actually. I thought there was a lot more enemies. I think that's it. End of tutorial. Basically.
fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London?
The most obvious
I'm afraid that's
terrorist
not going to
attack
happen.
ever.
You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before. Hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is
I don't know, I
always
wasn't
the
there.
cure. And it begins today. 0 day.
I wonder who did that. Maybe it was that massive face in the sky that did it.
Time for a hard reset.
No? No one noticing this? He's definitely not coming back. I've got Permadeath on.
Moments ago, a series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected...
This evening, mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families, and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused on bringing the...
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, the terrorist group responsible. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Top corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Getting a long overdue cleanup as crime numbers take a dive.
Ooh.
Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and
That
prostitution
would've
all
hurt.
down, following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
Londoners, as Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
Fake news outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated. Possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of a few...
To reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec
One
were
slap,
framed
eh?
for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera.
That's a long way
The
down.
facts simply do not support any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
Okay.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Toe! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Oh, I knew it fell in.
I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London like Clan Kelly?
Clan
That's pretty bad.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Alright, that's enough of that. We need to make a decision now. First recruit. Try to think who's. I've had a few ideas of who would be the best choice for this run.
Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
So all these characters are randomized, but everyone gets basically the same perks and abilities. So, guy number one, what we got? A pistol. Okay, so you're useless to me. Physically fit. Now I quite like that actually as a trait. Take less damage. And in a permadeath run, that could mean that make a real difference. So that she's a maybe. That's a maybe. Drone summon. I like his jumper. It's tempting to have him just for his jumper. The thing is though, there are drones everywhere. So drone summon isn't the most useful. Still a maybe though. Well, no. There's no point. That's just for clothing and stuff. No big deal. Short team arrest. I feel like we're not going to get arrested that much because once again it's permadeath, so trying not to get arrested or downed because there's a good chance we'll just lose the character. Tough drunk, no. MP5, nope. No point taking someone's guns. Never gonna use them. Nope. No point taking that. Having an early vehicle seems somewhat useful. It just makes it a bit easier to get around the map. But fast travel's everywhere. So plus you can always steal a taxi. Extra faction damage. We do go against Albion a lot more than Clan Kelly, I'd say. So that's tempting. You go in the maybe pile. Just another vehicle. I'll take a car over a bike. Fast hacking. What has he got on his forehead? Okay, you think you're a superhero, mate? Jesus. Short hack cooldowns. It's actually pretty good, but our first character needs to be a bit more useful. Fast downloads. No. Melee weapon is tempting because that does a little bit more damage than characters who don't have a melee weapon, and it's probably going to end up being a lot of melee in this run. Less weapons, less shootouts. Hopefully, anyway. Oh, that's tempting. And you just get a different melee weapon. I don't think there's actually... Is there a difference? I know one's light, one's heavy. I don't know if one does more damage or what. Extra damage is nice, but that's not against everyone. That's just against Albion. Whereas physically fit, take less damage is overall useful. Although in hard difficulty, you're gonna take a lot of damage regardless. But you're only in the maybe pile because you have a cool jumper. Thing is, the game forces you to recruit a construction worker very early on, and they always have a range. So having a character with melee weapon isn't that useful. So it's really between the faction damage or physically fit. I think physically fit. I don't know how much less damage it reduces it by. I do think it's more useful. Alright, so let's learn about this character. Sophia. 32, fitness instructor. 9,000 salary, that's pretty good. Has an uncle. We might run into the uncle, knowing how this game works, you never know. Attended sports award ceremony. A member of the Conservative Party. Ooh, that's a negative. Sells toenail clippings online. It's not looking good for you. Receives regular allergy shots and search for how to never interact with anyone. That's something I would search for. Just curious, what was something that you were saying? I don't know. Good ability. Don't like you as a person though. Let's compare to Ruth. Ruth is 18, a barista. Makes 21,000. Wait, do you make more as a barista? Really? That genuinely surprises me. Has a dead bookie, so what's the point of even telling me, quite frankly? Passport seized for immigration violations. Competes in extreme pogo contests. Okay. Post to social media account 10-minute haikus. Posted review of Walkie Talkie as shapely as a boiled lolly. Okay. And sources fair trade coffee beans direct from farmers. Okay, so we got the Tory, who does weird stuff with toenail clippings, or just a barista, fairly normal person. Yeah. Actually, what's one in Manchester? Child prodigy. Downloaded all available K-pop music on Musica. Okay. Alright, let's get the barista. Welcome to the team, Ruth. Our first character, and hopefully not our last.
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Let's try and be careful not to just whack people with the car. Looks a bit bad on a non-lethal playthrough. Oh, that was quite nice actually. Ruth hasn't got a license. She just watched a lot of Tokyo Drift. Alright, he'll do.
Albion personnel are here to serve the community. Obey them.
Oh, that's the front door.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
Manual override? Shouldn't be a problem. Not like I have to swear a blood oath or anything. Right?
There you go.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
So I guess that.
Well, here goes nothing.
Oh. Okay, thanks, camera.
Anyone home? No? Well then, let's get the power back on.
Power.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Good luck. I hardly drink. Besides, Sabine sent
Hardly
me.
drinking your
Sabine's
barista.
alive? Well, that's one piece of good news.
I mean,
I'm Bagley,
I know it's
DedSec's definitely
coffee,
not
but
stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months.
oh,
Anyway,
Irish
why
coffee.
don't you go connect
No?
me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Right. We'll have to go up here. Collect stuff while we're on the way.
Oh,
Floppy
now
disk.
that's interesting.
Is it? It's a floppy disk. I wouldn't call it interesting. Yeah, just
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTO...
why that cancelled. Whatever. Got a mask. Probably not gonna go out of our way to collect masks and stuff. Just adds more risk.
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Yeah.
Someone must have framed DedSec for the bombings. But who could possibly do that?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Park. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline, but from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
This is a strange one.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Jesus. How did you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
These days, DedSec's reputation isn't exactly top-notch. I'd like to make London a better place, but if I was caught working with you...
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this.
Shit happens.
London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
No.
Can't walk away from this now. Let's get started.
Excellent.
Oh, well.
New user registered. Welcome to DedSec.
Hooray. We're wanted
Now, it would be
fugitives.
irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Yes, yes. Tech upgrades. tech upgrades will pretty much the only thing we'll risk our actual lives for, because they're useful. Right. Second big decision. What do we start with? The spider bot or the air cloak? Both of them are, in my opinion, without a doubt, the most useful gadgets compared to the 6 gadgets that you get. But which one is more useful? So spider bot is useful, but I feel like it's only more useful once it's upgraded. At base level, it's so slow, and it can usually just get spotted quite easily. So I'm more tempted by the AR cloak. But that does limit our options for breaking into places. Because that means we have to go in ourselves, which is our lives. But I'm going to go for the AR cloak. I just think it's somewhat more useful. Right. We'll talk about the rest of the upgrades later once we get more points. In terms of weapons, yeah, that's all we get. Yeah. Skins. Gadget, equip the cloak. And
we have a
off we
sophisticated
go.
system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
Rude. That's going to be season pass stuff that'll be loading in there. Mask. Important choice. What do we like? I mean, that's one of my favorites. But what suits the character? You know what? I quite like standard gas mask. It's kind of cool. Outfit wise, I'm not gonna bother changing. Yeah, let's go for some gloves actually. Those are cool. Yeah. Don't think there's really much else. Boots are fine. Whatever. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, we can toggle. Yeah, that's fine.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
Cool. I believe, since we've just done that, yes. So we have access to the extra characters that you get from buying like the Season Pass edition that I bought. We will use these characters, but only as a last resort, because they're quite strong. I wouldn't say they're overpowered, but they are quite strong. So we'll only use them if we completely run out of other characters. And it basically gives us 3 extra lives. Yeah. Season pass. Yeah, okay. Let's go. Do the training. You know, punchy, knock it out me. Let's go.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy.
I wasn't. I smacked you right in the face.
You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. You're getting it. You're getting it.
Yeah. I know how to fight, come on.
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Nice one. Nice one.
Ah, cheap trick. Always punch you. Come on. Oh, I wasn't expecting that actually. Oh shit, that was just went in for the gun break. Ah, that move gets me a lot. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Stop moving. You know, just go down. Okay, let's... When we get into actual combat, let's do a bit better than that, eh? That was a bit messy. I've defeated you. Now we are friends. Let's roll. Cool. Like this. Yeah, there's the bonus characters just chilling. Oh yeah, we also have access to serpents. I don't know what that's. What we're doing? Excellent, that's what we're doing. Blue now. Pay attention. You have the actual one here. Okay. Right. So technically now we can start recruiting anyone we like, but I could go around before I even activate permadeath and recruit like 40 operatives.
Not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling
Just
out
feels a
gun
bit
too early. Brilliant.
too easy at that
Work out
point.
how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Where are we? Oh, we're going over there.
Okay, where do we begin?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation.
Go around.
Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
No wonder Albion has so much power. They've scared people into submission.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Yes, I know how to play. I
Cheers,
just want to do
Bagley.
something while we're waiting
I've
for them to
identified
finish.
2 opportunities. One, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
Oh.
You bet.
I
Let's give
buggered it.
people something to fight for.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
Who's the queen? That's right, it's me.
Ah, I thought that.
Let's see anyone beat that.
Whatever. Where are we heading? Let's go to this one.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
We probably will do that at some point. I don't know how many side stuff we're going to do in terms of side missions and such, because they give you money and mass and closing items and such. Nothing that's really useful. The only thing that's really going to be useful is tech points. So that's sort of what we're going to be focusing on. that and just try and recruit good people. Right, here we are. Alright. Yes, restricting that.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
You must be joking. Do we even have a justice system anymore? I don't see how Albion owning the courts gives anyone a chance at a fair trial.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
So that's physical. I need to actually get to that. Or get a spider drone to... Don't even know if there's spider drones around here though. I mean, technically, we can't lose right now. Permadeath is not activated yet. So... But I'd still rather be careful. Okay. Alright, key 1. Get over there. We could... Actually, could shoot it. Draw a lot of attention though. Don't mind me. Just waiting for you to turn around. Thank you. Are you gonna... Okay, he's got his back to him. That's cool. Hello. Hello. Oh! What was that? Interesting takedown. Oh, careful. Yeah, if I'd exploded that trap, I would have taken this out and didn't have to come over here, but that would have been very loud. Is that... I'm kind of concerned if I take that person, then that person will see. So let's just wait. This is a pretty easy area. Actually, that person's not even an enemy. He doesn't care. Evening. I'm just chilling. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Right, head up the stairs. There's one... I think there's just one guy up here. Oh.
Wait,
No.
think this through.
Use the disrupt. That... Disrupt didn't work. Hide. Okay, he hit me the moment. Actually, the woman isn't it? Whatever, I don't care. Just. What are you doing? You're doing parkour while we're fighting. That's rude. Stop hitting me. Okay. That was a bit messy. Yeah, I couldn't disrupt her there, and then just rolling down the stairs. Usually you can activate cloak, they lose sight of you, and you can do a stealth takedown. But she hit me the very moment I went into stealth, so it deactivated it. So that was just kind of unlucky. How do I get to... Let's do this one here.
Oh yes, that's the spot.
Yes, I know. All these tutorials. Right. 104. One a minute, one of you. Freedom is dead. Cool skull. The end. Random. That one.
There we go.
It's kind of odd playing this game with no music. It's a necessary evil. Just to avoid copyright. Right, on to the next location. How close is that?
What have you found, Bagley?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
What the hell?
All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting
that's what I was
people
trying to do
before they
earlier.
rise up. Joke's on them.
Oh,
This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done.
Right, this is a pretty easy one to get, if I remember correctly. You just...
Now, let's disrupt some of Albion's propaganda and give some hope to the people.
Car.
What's the point of risking your neck out there if you don't get any credit for it? Pay stubs let the people of London know that DedSec is back, and the increased visibility might even encourage some of them to donate to the cause.
It's not such a bad thing about crashing the vehicles, because most of them are auto-drive. Just pay attention to the road. I'm just looking up at the crane. I think we don't actually have to even fight anyone at this point for this one. Just gotta go around the back here somewhere. Do we help these people out?
Move a muscle.
Sure. Why does she keep biting them? Right, go off. See, that'll make them easier to recruit for the future. Did put me at risk though, because I got the cops after me. Right there. Go away. Go. Here we go. That's what I was trying to get to. You know what? Let's take this person.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Where did I possibly go? Right here. There we go.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
Some nice easy tech points.
Failure to report an incident could result in arrest.
Super easy. Basically tutorial missions.
The use of any third-party apps to block your tracking or CTOS activity is illegal and dangerous. Unauthorized programs leave you vulnerable to digital attacks and compromises security.
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What's next?
That was a bit of a buggy way down, but it worked.
We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Send me the location, please.
I wonder if I turned off the music. I'm just wondering if the podcast will still play. Find them. Apparently not. Actually, do I have to? I don't actually have to go in there. What am I doing? Alright, mate. I'm not saving anyone to recruits at the moment either.
What can I do?
Your recruiter's been sticking it to Albion.
Once again,
Can't believe someone
I haven't
else
got
is.
Permadeath
Thought I
yet.
was
So.
alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you, taking action, mate.
We don't have a choice, do we? Otherwise, Albion will get more powerful, and then we really won't stand a chance against them. You said you had something for us.
Almost got clip finding this. All of Albion's operational data for the entire city. Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
Can't ask for more.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? But what people don't know is that they're using it as their logistics centre. Materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
Guess that's where we start, huh?
Mate, I was not listening to a word you said. I blanked out there. Wait, oh, just over there. I gotta stop looking at the map. Just look at how far away it is. Jesus.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive hybrid-powered generator in there. Output...
Permadeath doesn't even matter for something like this, because
Get into that
I
generator.
don't think we even
easy.
put ourselves
They've
at
locked
risk
down
at any
Titus
point
inside our
doing this.
saw.
Guys, ideas?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Let's have a look. Have a look at this.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. Newsy's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system.
Gotta watch out for the drones. That's why I'm disabling them. Just makes it easier.
That's it. Use the code on
Oh,
the
that was
generator
exciting
and
gameplay,
trigger
wasn't
a
it?
Power surge.
It should be enough to take King's Cross offline. And the rail system too. Here we go.
Hooray!
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
So we might want to do that actually, because that gets us some nice,
I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion
powerful
was saying.
operatives.
Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thank you.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're chomping at the bit.
The more the better. DedSec could use the help.
Yes. There. We are defiant. And we got our new recruit. So look him. We have got our hacker, Brad. Let's have a look at his bio. He's 49, a hacker. It's not really an occupation, but okay. That salary of 174,000. Maybe our richest one here. Actually, he's got more. What we got? Injured bookie. What's happened to all the bookies around here? We got a dead bookie, and now we've got an injured bookie. Got a nephew. Recently asked badly, how do I make friends? Not using Google, that's for sure. Manages blog on S&M. Okay. Hypoglycemic. It's unfortunate. Protested for refugee rights. Well done. Was on the drone destroyed leaderboard at Camden Council Estate. Okay, and what are the abilities? We got viral hacking. That's pretty useful actually. Hacks probably good. Shock hack. That's pretty good. Key steal. Don't remember that being super useful. And hack steal ETO. That's not very useful. It's a nice added bonus though. Weapons. Yeah, give you a golden gun. And just got the cloak. Let's give you the golden gun as well. That's the wrong button. There. What are we working in terms of points? Just 20. Do we want to get anything? Getting another weapon would be quite nice. I'm going to end the stream soon. This was a bit of a test stream. But before I do it, let's just go over the tech tree and what we're going to be looking at in the future. Because certain things like the missile drone, it's just a straight up explosive. We're not getting that at all. Because it's a non-lethal run. The AR shroud is pretty useful. I quite like the shroud. The skin mesh for reduced damage. Hopefully pick that up at some point, but it's not high on the list. The deep profile is interesting because it makes recruiting characters a lot easier. But I'd argue a bit too easy. I think the deep profile is a bit overpowered. So we're gonna not get that. We might get it in the future, but we're not gonna get it straight away because I think it's just a bit too strong. Makes recruiting characters just, you don't even have to do their missions really. It's far too powerful. All these drones will get like the deactivation stuff. The thing about the drones though is a lot of these drones, such as the turret and the counter-terrorism drone, they're lethal. They have like machine guns and shotguns and such. So being able to hijack them and hack them to fight the other enemies isn't that useful because that's still killing people. It's killing people through a drone. We're not doing it directly, but that's a big no-no. So we're not really going to be doing much in terms of getting stuff from those tech trees. That's just for money. Yeah, and a lot of these other ones, they'll be useful. We'll pick them up at some point. For now, with our 20 points we currently have, I'd like to get more gadgets, especially the non-lethal ones. But I think it's more useful if we get into a fight to have a good weapon. The grenade launcher is powerful, but tends to blow things up. Plus it costs 30, so a bit more. The SMG is quite nice, but it's very similar to the pistol. But I think the shotgun, we're going to get the shotgun. It's a really good close range weapon, and it's really useful early game. So we're going to get that and equip it to our people. So they've got 2 non-lethal options to work with for the future. I don't think, yeah, we're not going to bother with skins. For now, we're just going to equip them to those characters, because those are the only 2 we're going to be playing with at the moment. We're going to keep these 3 in the bank in case we need them. So we'll leave them be. And with that, we've completed most of the tutorial. I believe very soon, maybe at the end of this mission or so, I can't quite remember, we'll unlock Permadeath. Then we can properly start recruiting characters. The hacker doesn't count because you can't avoid getting the hacker. And yeah, hopefully this run will go alright. We won't lose. Hopefully it is actually a challenge. I have a feeling that this game is quite easy, so we might have to make more rules to make the game even harder than it is. Okay.